And welcome to another episode of the British Columbia Real Estate Podcast. It's me in the office today, or our podcast studio as well, with the one and only Jeff Chadha, JC Homes. What's happening, Jeff?
I'm tired.
You look tired.
Yeah, well, I finally had time to do a mini family vacation. We just literally got back from Whistler like an hour ago. Right, and it was so hot, and the hotel AC broke in our room.
It's the worst.
And it's because the borders opened up, right? So there was so many Americans there, right? So everything was booked, right? So we couldn't even the hotel staff, they're like, yeah, we're sorry for AC, but we can't upgrade you because there's no rooms.
And they probably don't have any more AC units, or maybe a repair guys.
I was kind of hoping they had a portable at least, right? They didn't have anything, so I'm like, oh, great. So that's why I look like this today. Right?
All right, well, you're excused, all right, a little bit. But yeah, we've been experiencing a heat wave for all those people who aren't from the lower mainland. A shout out to all our listeners in USA. A lot of them from California area, so they're used to the heat.
You Americans didn't allow me to get a hotel room because you guys are all in. I'm joking.
Yeah, and don't forget, guys, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you want to learn about living in British Columbia. And if you're thinking about moving to British Columbia, the number will be down below. We definitely got your back if you're thinking about moving anywhere in British Columbia. Okay? Now, jumping right into this episode, Jeff, minus the heat wave stuff. I know it's annoying. You guys might hear this AC unit thing running in the back, this little fan.
Yeah.
But,
it's only pointed to me, too, by the way.
Yeah, don't worry, man. You deserve it, all right? One of the main questions a lot of people have been asking still, it's kind of similar to our last episode, but not really. A lot of people want to know out there, are we still in a seller's market, Jeff? Primarily speaking about, let's say, Surrey area, most, right?
We try to stay with Surrey news, right, or the Fraser Valley areas.
Yes.
Most of our information does apply to other areas as well. But we try to simulate it with Surrey.
Of course.
So, with that being said, Rick, are we in a seller's market?
Still.
Right? Yeah. I mean, and everybody, our viewership, we love you guys, and as you guys know, we don't try to bore everybody with, a numbered facts, stats, 7.9%. We don't try to do that. If you guys want stats, we can always do that. But there's many websites that give you stats.
Of course.
Right?
Most people, I'm sure, would look online, right?
Yeah. I mean, we rather give just the raw truth. So what's happening now? And it's funny that you picked this topic today to talk about. And for our viewership, we don't rehearse our topics. Literally, Rick comes in and says, "Okay, we're talking about this today." I'm like, "All right, let's do it."
Yeah.
Right? So, ironically, just a few days ago, we're writing offers for other clients, and just a few days ago, a client said to me, he goes, "Jeff, there's really no inventory, but I see that things are slowing down." And I'm like, "Well, I didn't know you're a realtor."
Yeah.
And he goes, "What?" We're joking around. I'm like, "Well, what do you mean things are slowing down? In what sense?" He goes, "Well, that's what I've been hearing." I'm like, "From who? You've been talking to other realtors?" No, I'm like, "From who?" He goes, "Well, it's just in general. I heard that it's slowing down." I'm like, "Well, there's 50% truth to that. Activity has slowed down, but prices haven't." Right? Now, let me just break it down completely. Months ago, or even last month, really, we were still getting multiple offers. We're still getting multiple offers, but let's just say that a property on 111 Fake Street, whatever, right? They had it priced at, let's just say, 1.5, and the market value should be around 1.7, right? So what happened before is that you would get everybody so excited for that number at 1.5. Oh my god, I got a chance at this. And you would have 10, 15 offers, 20 offers. And then obviously it would sell for 1.5. Go 1.7, 1.8, absurd numbers, right?
To create a frenzy, I guess.
Yeah, and that's the whole point of the whole multiple offer system. Now, we'll talk about that, the whole ethical side of that in another video. But because Rick told me that I have to kind of shut up and not talk so much, right? So I'm going to try to keep it short.
Yeah, we'll keep it short and sweet, guys.
So what's happening here is that, let's say you had 10 offers before, Out of those 10, you probably had 7 that were lowballers. I'm not saying that they're fake offers. They're genuine buyers.
Yeah.
But, they might not be really knowledgeable of the market or what's happening, and they see the 1.5 and they're like, okay, great, I can get this. And, they start writing offers at 1.5 or, 1.45 and doing their whole negotiations. Now, that would be great on a normal market. That's what you normally do. In this market, no, obviously, they price it for multiples. So now, out of those 10, those 7 people that wrote 1.5, 1.45, and all those kind of things with subjects, they really got annoyed. Which it's I can't blame them.
Yeah, of course.
Right? We hear this all the time. What's going on? You realtors this, and I'm like, it's not us, right? But
they get blamed.
Yeah. Right. So what it is those 7 people have now either got annoyed, backed out, or just kind of waited out, and they're not going to keep bothering to do this because it's frustrating writing an offer and not going anywhere, writing an offer not going anywhere, writing an offer not going anywhere.
Buyer frustration.
Because they don't know what the real prices are. I'm a realtor. I can't even tell you what the real price is. If someone prices at 1.5, I can tell you what market value should be, but with emotions out there, should it sell for 1.7? Yeah, probably market value. Could it go for 1.8? Yeah. Right. So getting back to the topic here, those 7 people have gone away. That leaves 3. Right? My math is all right. So that leaves 3. Right. So now those 3 were the real buyers from the beginning. They were always going to be there. Right. So even if you had those 10 offers, those 3 were still going to be in the top running for that property. But what happened is those 7 other people were writing offers and creating a more frenzy for multiple offers. Right.
Yeah.
Which could have even drove prices higher because now the person who bought the place, they're going to bid and they're thinking, okay, great, there's 10 offers, I have to go hard, right?
Yeah.
So now he's going hard. But now, with that being said, with only 3 offers now, you would expect prices to come down because there's not so many multiple offers. But like I said, those 7 were not contending offers. But those 3 are. So when those 3 write an offer, they're writing strong. And they're not writing, 1.5. They're writing 1.6, 1.65, 1.7. Subject free is still happening, right? So those 3 are still competing. Now it does not matter if it's 10 offers, 30 offers, 40 offers, right? Any more than really 3 offers is still crazy multiple offers, right? Because you don't know what one person's going to bid, right? So you can have 40 offers, but let's just say 37 of them are BS, and they're like way low balls.
Low balls, yeah.
Right? So they weren't even contenders. But those 3 people who are writing, they're real contenders. So they're the ones that are battling each other. Right?
And then would you say in correlation with the low inventory right now as well? Like, compared to a couple months ago, that would definitely have an effect as well, right? Right now?
You're right, Rick. So what we see happening is that the really nice properties, the really, really good ones, they're still selling like that. The properties that are kind of overpriced, or let's say the property just off for 1.7, and but they price it for 1.9, right? They're not moving, right? So with the with the low inventory, right, the nice properties snapped up, right? There's still a feeding frenzy, and it's almost like a myth where to do weekday showings, it's all like weekend showings now, right? So it makes it much more tougher. So even if you have low inventory and selective days only to view the property, it makes it that much tougher, right? So yeah, that is one factor. Another factor is we were talking about this before we turned the camera on, mortgage rates.
Yes,
right.
That's right.
Now, I'm not saying mortgage rates are going to go higher. Eventually, it's going to happen. But that eventually thought is now coming into people's minds. Like, we have prices are at an all-time low. Maybe I should buy because I got this feeling that it's going to jump up. Now, I'm not saying it's going to jump up. I never said the mortgage rate is going to go crazy high. But people are starting to feel that, right? That, hey, it might happen. It might happen. We should do it now. The rates are so low, right? So that also, with low inventory, rates being low, and the fear of it might go back up higher, are still making those real buyers still very, very active. Right, so
makes sense.
Activity has slowed down, but prices haven't.
Yeah,
right?
And a lot of people are thinking that it might come down, or when is it coming down? They're still just like our last video, right? A lot of people are still kind of like, oh, is it like what's going on? Like people, it just seems like certain people that I've been talking to, they just seem like they don't really they're confused themselves, man. Right? It's kind of weird time right now.
Well, it's not just the common folk that are confused, right? A lot of people are. Realtors are. Mortgage brokers are. You can go and Google right now, and the professional analysts have conflicting advice.
Yeah, that's right. I've been noticing that as well. Even like certain economists that I pay attention to, and they'll kind of give like two sides. Because they're not really sure.
It just confuses the buyers even more and sellers even more, right? So, but to get back to the original point of this video is: are we still in seller's market? We're still hot. Just because we're not getting 10 offers doesn't mean that the prices are going to come down. But those 3 people are still there, that's right? True. So that's why prices are still at an all-time high, right? So I do get the correlation. If activity is slowing down, the prices should come down too. But if you just understand what I said about it, then you can understand why they're not coming down, right? Like I said, I'm not going to go into stats and statistics and all that stuff. That's just the raw, basic truth.
Yeah.
Right?
Got you. And then would you say that having this low inventory, right, which is definitely, it's quite a bit less than the last 2 months in terms of like, it was low inventory then too, but would you say it's even way worse now? Like in terms of somebody selling their home and then where am I going to go next? It's probably even worse now.
Well, a little bit. Yeah. So like I said about, the really nice properties are still going like that. So, when they're going that fast, it's hard to have the inventory catch up, right? Because, it gets listed, it gets sold, it gets listed, it gets sold. I mean, we sell a property every time. When we list a property, it takes, usually we're average about a week to sell it. So, yeah, you're right. There's not enough inventory out there because they sell too damn fast, right? To build up a network.
The good deals don't last. Right?
No,
that's the common saying.
And see, we're getting into the school months, right? September. So we had a lot of people who bought or sold, I should say, maybe in May, maybe in June, right? And they had their completions probably for their property before September because they want to get their kids into a certain school area.
Yeah.
So now you have all those buyers now frantically running to say, okay, I need to buy a property, right?
It makes sense.
Could the market slow down in September? It's BC.
Anything can happen.
Right? If you look at it, rationally, should it? Yeah, it should. Is it going to? I'm going to be honest, I have no bloody idea.
This is one thing that I want to know. I don't know if you can give me a real clear answer, but just to know your opinion would be great. In terms of showings, with the new COVID restrictions being uplifted, right? I've noticed even in shooting these videos for you guys, which you guys are going to be getting more of those bonus episodes, that were even shot in July, I saw nobody with masks on. And like,
so that's an interesting topic, right? Rick, and we'll talk really, really quickly about it. Hopefully, our viewership has been watching the news and what's going on. Now, Quebec has come out with, I think it's like kind of like a passport, a vaccination passport. So if you want to go to the mall or, dinner or restaurants, all that kind of thing, you kind of have to provide that, right?
Yeah.
Is that going to come here? Possibly. I could really see that happening. Especially going to homes, showing having your home listed and having all these people come to your home. We have forms that says, have you been outside the country? The typical questions, right? But how can you reprove it? Right? I can't. It's illegal for me to ask for their medical history.
Yeah, of course.
Right? And I'm not really going to say, okay, show me your itinerary of the last 2 weeks. Where were you? Right? So people do lie. I mean, why? As much as we want everybody to be honest, people lie.
Somebody might be sick without even knowing it.
Happens all the time.
Coronavirus. A lot of people weren't showing symptoms
all the time. So with could BC adopt what's happening in Quebec? Very, very likely. I can see that.
Saw an article today about potentially there's new rules coming in saying that you might have to have some kind of documentation showing you've been vaccinated.
Well, that's
going
the passport.
To stadiums.
That's like that's a vaccination passport that Quebec's doing.
That's what it is.
Right?
Okay.
So it'll show you now. Are people gonna make fake ones? I don't know. People can do fake things all the time, right? I mean, we're not the cops, right? We're not lawmakers, right?
Yeah.
Could it happen? Sure.
I've seen it online. Some people doing it, right? It's been in the news, right?
Definitely. But to answer your question about what's gonna happen with COVID, even though it seems like we're opening up, right?
It seems like people are just ignoring it a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah.
Right?
Is it a false hope that everything's fine now and they want to forget about it? It could be, right? But it doesn't escape the fact that it's still here, it's still present, and this, the Delta variant is now here. It's always mutating.
It's always mutating. Seems like, yeah.
Right. So I could see that. I could really, really see that. Right. For the amount of people that we meet and talk and every day, and think about it. How many houses we go to? Even let's just say I have my own listing and I have an open house, but open houses are allowed now again.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Now it's a busy open house. I have, let's say, 30 groups. Right, and let's just say each group is 2 people. That's 60 people there. When you go up the stairs, you're gonna most likely hold the balcony.
Yeah.
Right? Now, are everybody wearing gloves? Yeah, no. But even if you're wearing gloves, what's to stop you from sneezing into your hand? You know what I mean? Like,
true.
Having that glove there is, it's there if you use it properly, but it doesn't prevent anything, really, right?
Even with the vaccine, though, as well, like even with the passports or what potential passports they might be coming out with, the vaccine doesn't stop transmission. That's what I don't get. So it's like, okay, why would they be implementing that type of passport? Just to know you're vaccinated, but end of the day, it's not stopping transmission, so...
Yeah, it's I guess they're trying to get some kind of grasp on this whole thing and do whatever they can do. I'm not gonna. I'm sure our conspiracy theory viewers would love the topic, right? And hey, you know what? It could be true. It could be.
We'll save it for another episode.
Yeah,
right.
But it's quite possible.
Okay, well that answers my question, man. So.
Yeah, I'm just tired, folks. I'm sorry. Normally I'm more energetic, and normally I make more fun of Rick. I'm just tired today.
And you know what? We've been we've been very, very busy. Just super swamped. That's why I've been kind of missing a couple of episodes or weekly episodes, but we're getting back on track with that, guys. Obviously the market's been really busy. Also DJ as well, so that picked up.
Oh, and Rick, sorry, you know what? We had some people that we were supposed to send out hoodies to.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So please, provide your phone number too. Just in our email to us. Provide your phone number because you gave us your address, but we want to make sure you got it. We want to make sure it's the right address too. We did send one to a client, and not a client. Hopefully later on it will be a client, but he actually gave us the wrong address. Right? I think he accidentally typed in a 2 and he should have typed in a 3. So it got sent back to us, and we had no way besides email to contact him. And if he had a phone number, we could have got it all sorted out. So please, provide your phone number and so we can reach out to you.
Yeah, or you can obviously email us. We love your guys' comments. Any questions you guys have, drop it in the comment section. If you don't want to share it publicly, you can definitely email us. We would prefer you commenting in there, though, just because, helps out with the algorithm. Smash the thumbs up button, we always say. Don't forget to join this channel if you want to learn about living in British Columbia, guys. We say it every episode.
Rick says it every episode.
I do. Right? Any last points you want to add in before we shut this one down?
No, I'm tired.
All right.
There's nothing more I can say. I'm exhausted.
Okay, guys, there you have it. But we were able to do this one for you guys, episode number 11. And I will be uploading another bonus episode for you guys. It's the Spanish Banks UBC bike ride video.
Are you filming more naked people?
No.
So I noticed how you didn't deny it, though. Like, that never happened. You just said straight, no.
It was an accusation.
Accusation?
You guys might see it in the blooper reels, okay? Yeah. And there's also another video that I we had an inquiry, not an inquiry, it was actually how can I say this, a question emailed to us, or some kind of video idea about somebody wanting me to go make a video in one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Yeah, let me know how that turns out.
I went to film it, actually, the first attempt. This is around 6 o'clock p.m. Okay, we got a little bit delayed. There was a concert happening.
Don't say we. I wasn't with you.
No, it was one of my friends, right? You'll see him in the bike ride video. But yeah, it was filmed in Hastings, and we actually had to stop filming because there was way too many people out there. Like, as it started getting darker, we noticed more and more people coming. We may have saw a couple overdoses on the street. Like, it was bad. Like, it was really bad. So I didn't get to properly make video because we had to cut it short and leave out of the area. But now we know to actually go back and film it when there's a little more daylight out, so you guys can get some better views going on. But that's another video coming in the next couple of weeks for you guys. And I'll be traveling all over BC, shooting some more footage. Hopefully they can kind of restrain these wildfires the best they can. Shout out to everybody again.
Like you said, it's hopefully everyone's safe, and
Definitely.
they can recover and speedy recovery to everybody, right? I mean, it's devastating.
It is. And, be safe out there, everyone. With that, sorry. I always say that every episode. With that, guys, we will be... That's how tired we are, okay? I'm trying to drink coffee here. It's late night.
Yeah, I'm drinking coffee too.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. BC Real Estate Podcast. Ricky J, Jeff Chadha. We're signing out on this one. We'll see you guys on the next episode.